What is up, UW fantasy players? I am obviously not Sam or Ryan, but Sam is on location right now and Ryan is in Tanzania, and so you can call me Erin Andrews, as I'm here to bring you the Week 3 fantasy result. It was an exciting week, if I do say so myself, when our very own Seth Mullen stands atop the standings at 3-0. Seth Mullen, who auto-drafted his team, I might add, has put together a string of 3 games in a row. My game, however, was not so productive. I scored 86 points, which would have beat 8 teams in the league, but Kevin scored 126 to take the victory right out from under me. I thought Aaron Rodgers could do it, scoring, 40 points Monday night, but that was not the case. However, I'd just like to do a little shout out to our dear friend Ryan. Ryan, your team name is Vic's Boys, and Michael Vick is not even on your team. He's tearing it up. He scored 32 points last week. I might want to try to get him if I was you, especially when you lost to Tim Conrad. Now, I remember back in, after the draft, you and Sam sitting in this very studio talking about how you thought the Creators were going to be in the bottom 3 of fantasy. Well, just look at the scoreboard, Ryan. Just look at it. This next week is going to be a powerful week. There have been a lot of trades, lots of things going on. And we actually have the owner of Haitian at Heart, Julie Cruz. We have her on the phone. She's going to talk with us a little bit about these trades. Hi, Jules. This is Amy reporting from Colorado Springs. There have been a lot of fantasy trades going on lately. What's your take on this whole situation?
Well, I think that trading is a necessary evil at this point in the season. Mostly because it's still early enough in the season for a lot of guys to be on the fence. You got guys like Peyton Hillis for the Cleveland Browns or Jalen Macklin for the Eagles, who've had a pretty good start to the year. Peyton Hillis, 300-plus rushing yards, 3 touchdowns. But the question is, when you look to trade a guy, is he going to have an amazing year or is he going to drop off and be a dud? For instance, Peyton Hillis, what defenses start learning how to look at him and how to defend him, is he going to be able to be any good? So these are the kind of questions that I'm struggling with, seeing as I'm trying to trade for a running back right now, i.e. Peyton Hillis, who Kevin Brown is hanging on to. It's a tough thing. You got to make sure you get the right guys in the lineup, you know what I mean?
I do. And now, Jules, I've noticed your team, you have quite a few quarterbacks on your team. Have you ever thought of maybe starting Michael Vick as a running back?
Well, actually, it's not a bad idea. That's why you're the pro. But the thing is that I really, really, really want Peyton Hillis again, and so I'm saving that spot because eventually Kevin Brown is going to trade me for Peyton Hillis eventually, and then Michael Vick will do me plenty good as a quarterback. Unless you want him, would you like to trade me a running back for Michael Vick?
Well, I'm in the works of getting Chris Johnson, so I think I'll be pretty set with my running back situation.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I think you should be set.
Yeah. Thank you so much, though.
Yeah, and if Jenny actually does that trade with you, then some people might have a few words for her, so she just needs to be prepared for that.
Yes, and I think she will be.
Okay, good.
All right, thanks so much for your help, Jules. I'll talk to you soon, okay?
All right.
Well, that's all the time we have today for our fantasy update. I am just so glad that I got to broadcast to you today from our brand new studio here in Colorado Springs. We have a lovely view of Pikes Peak in the background. Look for an exciting week 4. We got a lot of teams on some definite winning streaks. The Creators is going up against the LU Flames. That should be a tough matchup. Both of them looking to continue their winning ways. We got Locate, Rotate, Motate against Haitian at Heart. They're both on 2-game winning streaks. That should be a solid one right there. I'm going up against Rex Boys, and although I love Jimmy Leonard, I'm just hoping that team goes down. Zach and Alex, they're going against Jocelyn. Now, Jocelyn, congratulations on filling your roster up last week. That was really good. Hopefully you can take down those guys. But my favorite matchup going into this week is definitely Vic's Boys against Shrimp Shark Shooters the 4th. It's always a high-scoring game, always a fun matchup. They know a lot about fantasy, so it's fun to see who comes out on top of that game. So that's all I have for today. Look for Sam being back next week, and have a great week.